Hey, praise the Lord, everybody. What's up? This is your brother in Christ, Dre Hill, and I am here with my special guest, Mr. Brenton Herwat. How you doing, sir?
Very well. How are you, Dre?
I'm doing good, man. I want to thank you for getting up this morning and doing this interview, and also thank you for being a part of the movie itself. Yeah. So I now I can ask you a question. So what did you think about what you saw?
As far as the project, you mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Um, I loved it. I loved everything that we've done so far.
Okay. Good.
I thought it was great. The location was surprising. I didn't even know that existed around us here, so I was really excited to do it. It was fantastic working with you on the first project. That turned out phenomenal. And from what I've seen so far, this one's shaping up to be just as good, if not better. And Tommy was a great person to work with. It's cool. It's great. It's been very smooth the whole process through. Everybody that we've gotten a chance to collaborate with has meshed very well. So it's been very easy and rewarding and enjoyable.
Okay, that's good to hear, man. I really loved how you added the extra details into the things that you guys found in the woods. And it's because I think my daughter was listening to it, and she said all that is fact. I said, yeah, that's fact. And so I mean that just brought an extra interest to your script, and so thank you for that extra dedication and research and making it live, man. That's really cool.
Oh, my pleasure. It made I felt that it made it a little easier for me and Tommy to kind of find that nice spot where we could bounce back and forth off each other with a little extra stuff. So it was really fun. It was great the way that we were both able to work on this project with you as a team effort. And I think it's just, that's the way that you get good stuff is, you put more good heads together, and that's the results you get.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so I want to ask you, for the audience, so how did you become interested in acting? Was that something that was a heart desire, or something you stumbled into, or what happened?
Well, I would say I probably always had an interest in it. I've always entertained the idea and enjoyed movies myself. And I've always been sort of what's the word? A caricature for lack of any better explanation, growing up. So it was always easy for me to try to do that entertainment side of things and be the joke in the crowd.
Okay.
And so when the opportunity presented itself to me, which happened to literally fall in my lap, a couple of people needed somebody to play a surfer in a show that they were lining up, and my buddy recommended me, and they said, he's got the look. I don't even care if he can act. So we read the script, and we ended up starting a relationship and with the Ringwald Theater. That was the first place I got my feet wet. It was phenomenal, and from then I've been blessed to be able to do a number of great shows with them and other various theaters as well. But once I got the taste of it, I knew that this was something I definitely wanted to pursue, and it's something I'm very passionate about. So,
okay, well, that's good. So now, so there's a big difference, at least that I can see, with theater and actual movies. I think it takes a lot more focus, in theater, because you got so many things to remember, and also I think if something kind of goes wrong, you have to be able to think fast enough to make it happen. So, what's your opinion on that?
I would agree. I definitely agree. Maybe harder is not the way I would describe it.
Okay.
But it's definitely a night and day sort of thing. As much as they're similar, they're also drastically different.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, you don't have that luxury of cut, reset and take two. With theater, once it's on, once the lights go up, the curtain opens, it's go time, and mistakes happen, and you got to be ready for that. And you won't always be. And you can find, sometimes you find some funny stuff. You find stuff you didn't even, you discover things you didn't even know by mistake. So it's kind of fun, and it keeps it exciting. And it's also nice because it does give you could do a show 16 times and it could be different every time.
Wow.
In the way that it feels for you, the way that it feels for the other cast, the way that it feels for the audience. So I love theater, but I really do have a nice, there's something about film that's just different. I like going out and immersing myself in the scenes, and it takes you someplace else. I mean, it's a different feel when you're on stage and you've got to use a little more imagination with things, but they're equally rewarding. So I'm happy to be able to have done both.
All right. Yeah. Well, to me, it looked like you were in your natural element, as you guys were climbing and going through, the woods and stuff like that. So is that something, have you had any experience with hiking or mountain climbing or anything like that?
Hiking a little bit. Yeah. But, like actual mountain climbing, no. And I probably never will, because I honestly don't really like hikes. So that was challenging enough for me right there, what we did. But yeah, I like hiking. My father lives in Tennessee, so we went down there and hiked the Smoky Mountains for about a week. And that's
cool.
If you ever get a chance to do that, please go. It's beautiful. So yeah, outdoors is definitely, I mean, growing up, I grew up in the country, so my imagination and a couple close friends within 5 miles and endless amount of woods is pretty much all we did. So yeah, outdoors feels comfortable. I'm a big camper, love fishing, love all that. So it was very fitting for me.
All right. Okay, so as a matter of fact, that's where we'll be going this weekend. It's Tennessee. We'll be going.
Oh right, yeah, no, yeah, awesome.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I was born in the on the west near Mount Rainier, so I love the mountains. I don't remember ever going on it, but I do love the mountains. So yeah, so that's
a lot of fun.
Cool. That's cool. All right, so what do you want people to come away with in this character that you play?
Well, as far as the show as a whole, the episode, not so much just strictly my character, but the fact that we were able to showcase such different opinions of something, yet keep it cordial and keep it respectful towards each other's beliefs and opinions was cool for me, because I definitely I was a little apprehensive about like just making sure that because I aligned so much with the character that I played and my personal beliefs, I want to make sure that it wasn't something that was only shoveling it in one direction.
Okay, right.
The fact that Tommy and I were able to have that difference between us, yet still, come together and enjoy it for what it is, was beautiful to me. So I think honestly, just if anybody takes anything away from it, just be understanding, be open-minded to the fact that, one, this person is entitled to what they think, what they believe and feel, and two, in the end of it, nobody really knows. It's what's up to you, and you'll find out when the time comes. So I think that it's fair to say that everybody should be able to respect the other person in that sense, and I like that. So,
all right, okay. So now, so do you have any upcoming events, or that you can talk about, or you can just want to say anything about?
Sure. Well, upcoming, I am working on a project currently, which I can't speak too highly of right now, just because it's still a little bit in the air.
Okay.
But that's a dramatic reading piece that I'll be working on in September, which has been interesting so far, because it does require the character that I'm playing does not resonate with me personally.
Okay.
So I kind of have to be and say some things that I wouldn't typically do or say.
Okay.
Which presents a challenge, which I think is great. And I do like to, as much as I maybe was standoffish about it, I think it'll be a challenging role that'll be beneficial in the long run. Other than that, hopefully within these next coming months, this year, an independent film that I was able to be a part of in the last couple of years is going to be releasing. It's called Be Somebody.
Okay.
That's a local production that was all filmed mostly around here in downtown Detroit. That's through Black Cabin Productions, and Don Overton is the director.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, that's about it right now.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good, man. That is so
Things
good.
have slowed a little bit in these past 2 years, unfortunately, but
Okay. All right. So then, again, man, I want to thank you so much for making this extra time, to be a part of this interview. And I want to ask you one more thing, maybe two. But so what words of encouragement could you give to somebody that's watching, and they thinking, well, I would like to do this, or maybe it's too hard, or what can you say to them to encourage them?
I would say just don't give up on yourself. I would say that if you haven't done it, if it's something that's on your mind, go search it, go look it out, go search it out and find a place where you can take classes, or maybe you can get involved with the community theater or a professional local theater. But go after it. And most importantly, you're gonna have all that resistance along the way with anything that you're trying to do that's bettering yourself or chasing your own dreams. But you have to forget the naysayers. As
Yeah, sorry about that, man. This thing.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Life happens with or without us. So, but yeah, people are gonna tell you can't. They're gonna tell you it's too much. It's gonna tell you it's too hard, and that's enough to really pressure somebody. Personally, thankfully, I don't have that much to say that anybody has stood in my way other than myself, to be honest. And that's probably going to be your harshest critic.
Yeah.
Because my family, my friends, my local theater and film community all are extremely supportive, yourself included.
That's good.
But it's this guy up here that really gets in my way. I get in my own way. So if you get out of your own head and just, all the other people believe in you,
Yeah. That is so
do
cool.
it.
That's so cool. I think that's a lot of people's challenge, or the challenge is going to be there, and it either come from the outside or, like you said, from the inside. But you do have to push past those feelings, and deal with what's in front of you and what your goal would like to be. So, man, again, I want to thank you for the excellent work that you have done on the last one as well as this one. So far, with all of the episodes together, it's been over 1 million people around the world that have seen this. And platforms are being added, as we go along, and so I'll just keep sending those things out. I put everything on on Facebook, and so we're looking forward to September the 17th. That's when it'll be released to the public, and just I can't say thank you enough, man, for all that you have done. Yeah.
No, thank you. The pleasure's mine. Again, thank you, thank your wife, and everybody else who's involved with it. It was a pleasure meeting everybody. It's been such a fun cast to work with, and it's been exciting every time. So honestly, thank you for having me.
All right. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been my guest, Brenton Herwat, and just want to say thank you for watching. And so until next time, as I always say, peace.
Josh Taylor is a young man that possesses awesome knowledge about the intricate details of plant life and mind-boggling information about animals.
You see that? That's a male rufous hummingbird. You know how rare it is to see these? I really know your stuff. These are the other extinct.
His unwavering opinion about his studies of Darwin's writing, the Big Bang Theory, and the strong belief in the fictional character, Mother Nature, has led him to a false conclusion.
Maybe it's a scientist's point of view, but this just makes sense, man. You know, the Big Bang, Darwin's writings. Look at what Mother Nature has created. Creation doesn't resonate with me. I don't know.
He admires the beauty of God's creation, but does not believe in the God that created it.
I usually start off these climbs with a prayer. You're welcome to join if you'd like.
Prayer?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm good. I mean, just yeah. But you do what you go for it. Go right ahead.
Yeah, cool.
Unfortunately, he is not aware that his misguided beliefs has caused his story to be told right here in the Rapture Chronicles.
Daniel! 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 Daniel!